This is Dormouse 03, continuing my Max Payne 3 old school walkthrough, and this is the second part of Chapter 10. So this section right here can be kind of tricky, and it's kind of tricky because there are a lot of guys in this room, and trying to kill them while you're on these stairs can be a pain. And that's because while he's sort of wobbling between different stairs, it waggles your aim around, it makes it hard to get on target, and it leaves you vulnerable sometimes. So, but staying on the stairs is definitely the best way to manage this room, because trying to get anywhere else seemed like it wasn't going to be a good idea. So most of the guys will sort of run over right in front of you, and they do have a little bit of a height advantage on you, but it seems pretty manageable to be able to take them out. So every now and again I'll sort of creep out around the corner there and try to take people out. It's a good idea to use bullet time like I just did when you want to do that, because guys will take the opportunity to light you up while he's wobbling up and down the stairs. So yeah, just take this room slowly and carefully, and you should get through it. Sometimes I crouch, just because to keep his head from going above the top of the stairs, but that makes the animations even more wobbly. So, use that at your own discretion. And I'm not quite sure where the last couple guys are. There's one. I thought he was there. And they just love to hide. But, yeah, and the thing about these guys, especially towards these last few, the end of this game, these last few levels, they like to hide and stay in cover, and that makes it sort of difficult to know where people are sometimes, and you have to kind of push out from your cover, and a guy will come through that door right there, so don't let him catch you off guard like he caught me. I got that final kill cam, and I thought we were done in this room, but we're not. So I almost shot her just then, and while that would have been fun, I didn't want to do that whole section over again. So, yeah, they like to stay in cover, which is beneficial for them, but slightly annoying for you, because you then have to push out from your safety area and get them to move or pop out of cover. So I notice a lot of times they notice when you're reloading. So if you're standing around a corner or something and you go to reload, a lot of times they'll then push forward on you. So you sometimes can use that to your advantage, and you don't want to forget that they do that, because there have been times when I've reloaded thinking that guys were going to sort of stay where they have been staying, and they kind of pushed around on me. So you want to be aware of that. But after you do that room up there, that's the last really part of this chapter that's Max running around, and the last part is, well, we save her, and then we have a little bus ride, and then a shootout. So the first two of those things are not challenging at all. This one right here, where you have to save her, is pretty easy. You just run out, and I think Max, it's a cutscene all the way through for this running, and now you just shoot him. And your aim is a little bit a little bit trickier right then than some of the other bullet times because he's running a little bit faster than he normally is. But nevertheless, it's nothing challenging. And then right here, this isn't anything at all. This is just shoot people. Shoot a lot of people. And there's an achievement for killing everybody on this section, and I would recommend that you do that on easy and put on hard lock and just take them out. It's not a super tough achievement at all. So this is sort of another little fun on-rails shooting moment. But then after this, there's a part where it kind of sucks. And it sucks because there are just so many guys and they're so accurate and they will kill you very quickly. And so the best way that I figured out to do it was to not pop out as much as possible, as you will see pretty soon. But first you get a little bit more whack-a-mole shooting, and pretty soon her horrible driving. I mean, I'm telling you, this woman, to be the sort of supposedly less superficial and airheady sister, she's pretty dumb, and she's just completely obsessed with Passos, and so she sees him and immediately crashes the bus because she's so distracted by him. So anyway, enough about that bitch. This is the part that sort of sucks because you want to shoot every single one of those grenades that they throw, which isn't hard because it puts you into a mandatory bullet time every time that they throw one, so it's not a big deal. But these guys will kill you so fast, it is not even funny. They are so accurate, and there are so many of them that it's just horrible. And so what I tried to do was to blind fire as much as possible. You don't have to worry about ammo because the gun that you have right now has unlimited ammo. So I used blind fire. I tried to blow up as many of those vehicles as I could to try to kill people in their explosions. And I think it starts you off with 5 painkillers, so you don't have to worry about conserving painkillers for this moment. It will start you off with 5, I think, every time. And just use your blind fire, and it's not the most accurate, and the fight takes a long time for me because I'm not really precise with hitting anybody, but it was the only way that I could make it through this fight. Because even when you're using bullet time and you're being accurate, there are just too many guys, and they're too precise with their aiming. And so I said, screw you guys. I am not going to poke my head out. And of course they can still hit you while you are blind firing, but it doesn't hurt you nearly as much, and you get a lot less of the frustrating moments where you get caught in one of his animations going in and out of cover where they just nail you over and over with their bullets. I mean, I don't know. This section was awful. And what's awful about it is that at any moment you could die. Like, right now I have killed so many of these guys, but I'm still trying to be super careful because I know that at any second one of them could shoot me in the head, and it would be back to the beginning of this fight. So I know that there aren't too many guys left. I only have 1 painkiller, I believe. I have a lot of bullet time because blind firing builds up your bullet time, and them firing at you also builds it up pretty quickly. But I don't use it too much. I don't use it as much as I would if they didn't hurt me quite as badly. So that is it. We're finally done with that section, and yeah, I mean, my best advice there is to blind fire the shit out of them, because you don't have to worry about ammo, and they can't hurt you as much, and it might take you a long time. It took me a long time, but you'll get through it. So that is the end of chapter 10. Thanks for watching. Hope it's been helping, and I will see you in chapter 11.